Caleb Unger and Seth Marcellus with the third video in Adempiere customization for the project for Engineering 360. And what we have just done, as you'll see in the previous video, is that we have deleted the minutes of meeting table and window and recreated it in order to put multiple tabs under it. And the tabs that we are about to create now are going to be description and participants. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to table and column, and you've already created these tables like Seth showed in the last video just by using the SQL code in order to create those, and that code comes from the Adempiere cookbook, which was shown in the last video. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create a new table, and the table name is going to be description of the meetings, minutes of meetings. So we're going to say description of minutes of meeting. Oh, actually that's the database table name, so it's going to be description. And the name is going to be description of minutes of meeting. And for the specific table name, we're going to go in and actually find the created table name. So in order to see the name of the table, we went into Postgres, and it's actually C_mom_discussion line to talk about the discussion during the meeting. And so that's what we're going to name the database table, is C_meetings of minutes _discussion line. And in that we're going to, not description, we're going to say the discussion of minutes meeting / within. And then we're going to create columns from the database, and that is going to give us our table, and that is what it should appear as right there. And basically you do that for the participants in the meeting as well, which will be your other tab. And you can see here you put the exact database table name right here, and then you create the columns from your database, name it, and that's what we're going to get our other tabs from. So from here we are going to go to Window, Tab, and Field, and create another tab. Now, we've already created one, like you saw in the last meeting, for the minutes of the meeting. So we want to create another one, and this one is going to be participants, which will be linked to our participants table that we just created. So information regarding the participants in the meeting. Our table we've already created is within this selection. It should be. We may have to refresh actually in order to get that. Yeah, so we're going to go refresh. So in logging out of Adempiere and logging back in, it refreshed our work, and so we are going to link this tab to the participants in the meeting, which we created in the last step. And now we are going to give this tab level a number 1 because In giving this level 1, it says that it's going to be the first level of tab under the minutes of meeting parent tab. And we're going to go to link column and actually use this column, which is the primary key in minutes of meeting, and it is also a foreign key that links the other tables to the minutes of meeting table. And then we're going to go to parent column, and the parent column is going to scratch that. Actually, we only need the linking column to link it to the minutes of meeting. We don't need a parent column. So from there, we want to create the fields for this tab, which come from the participants table. And the fields are as follows. So that is what we want. And we're going to repeat this for the discussion of the minutes of meeting as well. We repeat this for the discussion detail, as you can see. Within the meeting, we have the tab level of level 1, and it's going to be under minutes of meeting, and we're going to create those fields based off of the table we entered. And the results are as follows. Now we want to customize the sequence of fields that will appear under the tab, and that is going to be client is going to be the first one, and the second one is going to be organization to appear, and then it will be minutes of meeting details, and then it will be the item number, and then the discussion, then the action by, then the status, and then whether or not it is active. And that is how we want to organize the tab under discussion of or within minutes of meeting. So as the last video showed, we actually made a menu item, which you can see right here, in order to access the window we created with minutes of meeting and the two indented tabs. And in that, we created records within each one, which we will show you. And so in minutes of meeting, you can see that all this is active. And if you want to, of course, go in and make a new record, you can. You can do a new minutes of meeting and determine what is going on there. But if not, you can see that we've already created one, and you can enter everything you need to record how your minutes of meeting went and what the focus was, the start date and end date, and the name of it, and of course our chairperson, your very own Seth Marcellus. Under participants, you can see the various participants in it. You can create new ones under that specific meeting. And in discussion detail, you can create new discussion and kind of describe what went on in that minutes of meeting of the Cookbook project. That concludes our third video in Adempiere customization, but it's actually the fourth video, so I apologize for that error. And we hope you find this useful in creating a good global user interface to be able to utilize for your company. Thank you and have a great day.